quick. Bonnavy's here already. I just
Hey,
said we were
Bonavie.
live. Hi, Bonavie.
What's going on today? Can you see us? Can you hear us? What do you got going on today? Welcome to the Carnival Pride, guys. It is raining. It is not rain. It is a gloomy day.
It is.
Our last embarkation day was gloomy
Yeah.
in Seattle, and now it's even gloomier here in the United Kingdom
Yeah,
in Dover.
we brought the rain. Although we've been very, very lucky. The day we got here, it was warm, sunny, and yesterday, for the most part, it was warm and sunny. When we were out sightseeing, it just got a little. I don't know. We had a couple sprinkles, but not enough to really even matter. And then the sun kind of peeked out again. So it's been really nice so far. So, but it's okay. It's embarkation day, but we're sailing away. So we're hoping for some better weather as we
sailing.
sail.
Although
So
they
we'll
already
see.
delayed our sail away by an hour, so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. Good to see everybody here. Hello. Lovely to have you. Can you hear us?
And
Can
we
you see
are
us?
loving the pride from what we've seen already. I expected it to be. It is like the Spirit, which we were just on. There's a lot of little differences that we've noticed. So we're really
You like
liking
this
it.
difference here, this beer that I'm having.
Well,
I don't recall seeing that on the last cruise ship.
well, that might be the location too.
Well, probably, but it's the difference. All right, who do we got out there? I see Scott Lara. What's up? Stephen Hall. Hello. Big Pap is here. Dave and Brandy's excursions. Yes, we're taking care of your beloved pride for you guys, so don't even worry about it. We'll hug her. We'll kiss her. We'll tuck her in at night. It'll be fine.
So far, everyone's
Tess,
been
we
great.
see you. Scott McNeil, Mary Ellen Dillon, hello. Lori in Texas, Cindy Bridges, Stephen Ames, Kathy Soltz, Bonavie, we see you as well. Jeffrey Lara, Jennifer McDaniel, nice to see you. Debbie Shafkins, hello. John and Diamond, what's going on, guys? We did make it safely. It was quite a trip. Hello, Nancy. Hello.
Nancy.
Debbie H is here. We see and hear you great. Well, that's good to hear. Oh my God, Timothy Walters. Hello, remember me. What's up, Timothy? We never forget you,
We do
brother.
remember you, Timothy.
Great to see you, dude. Maybe this is a perfect
Thank
time
you.
for you. Brian from Howie Cruise. Hey, you two. Brian, quick note, Buffalo Trace. I've seen it at every bar on the ship so far. No 1792, but we'll keep our eyes out. Yes, we'll keep your pride in one piece. Mark the Shark, Mr. Cruise Fever. Hello. We see you all. Great to see you guys. All right, Sharon. So it's been a wild couple of days for us. Where do you want to begin here really quick? Let's get these folks updated. Where have we been? We disappeared. Hip hip cheerio, said Amy Franz.
It has been. I mean, just the whole traveling, the road trip and then flying into New York, changing airports, flying out here. We've been totally exhausted, but we're like so excited that we keep going. And actually, a few minutes ago, we just got our last piece of luggage. I was unpacking, and all of a sudden, I look over and see the kids taking a nap. Can you believe that? They're taking a nap, and we're still going. So,
literally, 3 kids.
And I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was taking a nap. But too much fun. We want to check out the ship more, and the sail away is coming up here before long. We want to get that. So.
And we haven't seen you guys in a while,
sleep.
so we want to come out and say hi. So we figured this is the perfect time. Serenity Deck is extremely chill. Hey, Antonio.
Well, it's
hello.
I think that's why it's chill.
Antonio said it was great to meet you at the Seattle airport. I was nervous to go up to you, and you were so welcoming. We appreciate everything you do. Well, thank you very much. Very nice. Doing your live from the Serenity Deck. That's right, Scott. Not a lot going on out here. It is raining. I mean, maybe it's kind of drizzling on and off right now, but it's been a wet day. But like Sharon said, we've been burning the candle at both ends. We drove for 2 days, 2.25 days, right? 25 hours of driving to get to Minnesota. We grabbed up the grandkids, Callie and Riley. They were just coming back from a trip to the East Coast to see their other grandparents. And we grabbed them, Sharon, Matthew, myself. We flew to LaGuardia. Then we went from LaGuardia via Uber to JFK. Sat for 8 hours in the airport. Then flew over here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of a cough. I don't know if it's the weather or what, allergies or what's going on.
Late
So
night
pardon
flight,
me.
and we got here, and we took we had a ride waiting for us. So we prearranged a ride before we got here because they were having some issues and things with the train, and we probably could have made it on the train by making some different changes and things, but after all the traveling we've done, we're like, we don't want to hassle any of that. We just want to get to our hotel as quick as possible. So we prearranged a ride. to take us to our hotel, and we stayed at the Holiday Inn in Folkestone.
Folkestone. Say it right, Sharon.
It's
It's not
actually,
Folkestone. It's Folkestone.
I was kind of leery. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's actually been a nice place. The rooms are kind of small, but that's to be expected being here. All the rooms are small at the hotels here, but
Yeah, it was.
but it was clean. They have a decent breakfast. They have a restaurant there. We had dinner there the first night because we were too tired to go out, and it was really good. The menu. They had a little bar. It's been great.
They had a bar there? I didn't even notice it.
The staff was really friendly there.
If you believe that.
So we had a great stay. And then yesterday we took the local bus and went over to Dover Castle and kind of sightseed throughout the day. It took a little longer than we planned. Now the problem is they have taxis here, but they rarely have taxis to hold like big families.
Yes.
Like they hold maybe 2 or 3 people, and if you have luggage, then definitely only 2 or 3. So we were trying to find a taxi for all of us, and there's 7 altogether. So we were even trying to get one for 5 and 2 or 4 and 3, and it just wasn't happening. So we're like, you know what? Let's just take the bus. So we took the local bus and made a couple bus changes and things, and made our way down to the Dover Castle, and it was a great day.
Listen, I don't even know if people really know where exactly we are. We'll get to that here in a second. Brian from How We Cruise, you're right. He did offer to put us to drive us across New York City. We didn't think we'd fit in the police car though. So thanks very much, Nancy. We did sleep. Well, some of us slept. I probably slept about 3.5 of the 7.5 hours or so.
Plane, yeah.
So that wasn't too bad.
Off and on. We slept.
That wasn't too bad.
But they served us on the plane. They served us dinner and then breakfast, which I thought was very odd because we got on the plane. Our flight was at 10:05 or 10:15. So we got on, and about an hour later they came around. So we checked it out anyways. We took the pasta, where we'll compare them and see what they're like. And to be honest, all the side things that came with it were good, but the chicken was like not.
Sharon, are you doing a deep dive into our airplane? I mean, if you want to do a deep dive, I can tell you that the economy seats we were in on the flight here were like half the size of my seat on Southwest. I'll just say my keister was put on the squeeze a little.
Yeah, we were squished together, kind of. So it wasn't the best ride. Luckily, we slept a little bit.
Nancy says we look fabulous. So if Nancy says so, then I'm going to believe her. It was exhausting, Michelle B. It was crazy. All right, so let me give you guys a little perspective here. So we are in Dover. Now, most cruise ships, you think of going out of the UK, you're thinking of Southampton, right, the port. And that's a little more just like set down south below London, maybe even a little southwest of London. But we are we're in the southeastern tip. And so we're in Dover. The town we stay, Sharon mentioned, is Folkestone. That's about 20 minutes west of where we are. And a bit more perspective, we're looking out onto the English Channel. We'll show you guys in a minute, although it's very cloudy, you can't really see much. And across the English Channel is actually France. And you can take a ferry over there. You can actually put your car on a train that goes underground over there and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat. And
and one reason we decided to stay there, originally we had a hotel booked in London. You know, we planned to see all the London sites. And then when we heard that there were going to be some issues possibly with the train, we decided we didn't want to risk getting to the cruise port that morning. So we decided to change our hotel. And the hotels that were close to Dover, in Dover, they were either sold out or like extremely expensive. So that's how we found this one, because it was only about 20 minutes away. And it's a cute little town. So really.
Well, we paid the same amount for 2 connecting rooms to fit 5 of us that we would have for 1 room on top of each other in London. So we'll take the savings every day of the week.
So, and we knew we're going to be back next summer in London. So we're like, we'll just sightsee that in London. We'll make sure we stay in London next time.
Hey, you know what? We put London on the back burner. That's right. We put it on the back burner. And we said, we're going to Dover and check it out. So, we got up.
I'm actually glad we did.
We fully expected we could take a taxi from where we were to get into town. Now, I know you have to prearrange taxis sometimes, but we were flexible on our time. We had the whole day to kill, whatever. We called 4 different taxi companies, and we couldn't get a taxi in any increment, whether it was, like 2 different taxis to take 5 or 7 of us, or whatever the case is. So that was pretty rough. And then we said, well the only option is to take the local bus. So we ventured out and we took that, and that was a challenge.
Yeah. Well,
that was new for us.
Even our taxi to get to the cruise port today, we had prearranged before we left home.
Oh, yeah.
We had booked a taxi for 5 and one for 2. And with all the luggage, I mean, we barely squeezed in, all of us with the luggage.
Yes. Timothy, I don't know if we've adjusted to the time change. I mean,
I
maybe
think
a
we
little. We've
have.
gotten 2 fairly decent sleeps, I
Yeah.
guess, the last 2 nights. But after all the walking we did
Yeah.
yesterday, I mean,
Yeah.
I was ready to just pass out. It was unbelievable. I haven't walked that much
Well,
in,
we walked,
I don't know, 10 years.
I don't keep track of how much we walked, but I think my sister said we had walked, I want to say 10,000 steps.
Miles, 10,000 miles we put on. That's exactly
I don't know,
right.
something like that. Maybe more. I'm not sure, but something like that.
Pia Broderick, it's about 4:30. It's 4:32 here. So I guess that means it's 11:30 East Coast and 8:30 Pacific.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Definitely on the early side of the day.
That is early.
Let's see, what else do we have out there? I'm trying to see if there's any questions or anything like that. I know I'm coughing a lot. What are you gonna do? I feel fine. I feel fabulous, but this dang cough has been just brutal. Greetings, Mark the Shark from the Harmony of the Seas. That's very cool. Making those flexible changes can make for the best trips and stories. Julie from Howie Cruise, lovely to see you. Miss you guys, and you're so right. And Marilyn Dillon says it does take a while to truly adjust. Yeah. Now we do have 12 days on this, and tomorrow we sail right in with Sea Day. Yeah. And I think we are just going to veg out and maybe get up right in time to hit the Sea Day brunch tomorrow morning, and then go about our day.
Yeah, I don't feel like I haven't really adjusted. Like I had the first night when I went to sleep at the hotel, I woke up at like 4 a.m. though, and I felt like it was morning. And then this morning I woke up pretty early, but we went to bed. We were in bed at like 10:30 or so last night. So, but it's like I don't feel tired earlier, but now we're just kind of getting tired. I think.
We're going to bed and it's beautiful, and then we're getting up at like 4. Like boom, we're up and alive. And like, well, wait, why are we up this early? Because 4 o'clock it would be like, 8 o'clock our time. So it is a little bit wacky. Yeah. Thomas Gayer, listen, there's a lot of luggage, but believe me, dude, whether we're in the Caribbean or whether we're in Alaska or here in United Kingdom, we're packing the same luggage.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we had like overpacked though. We each had one luggage, like 20. It was a 25-inch luggage, like a kind of medium-sized luggage. So we had that, and then that was it. And then we each had a backpack, and you had your camera bag. So,
yes.
I mean, really, that's all we had. So
I converted my camera backpack to a camera carry-on, rigged it myself with Sharon's guidance and expertise, and so now I don't have to carry that huge thing.
Roll it now instead of carry it on your back.
Julie, the language barrier. All right, so far no language barrier besides just not quite understanding a few words here and there and having to get a repeat on some things. Like at a restaurant yesterday and stuff like that.
They say something really fast to you. Sometimes it's like they'll say it, and you have to stop and kind of like think for a minute, and then it sinks in like, oh, that's what they said. But if they don't talk really fast, then it's not really an issue.
I'm over here hacking up along. Yeah, Marilyn says I'm still waking up at 3 a.m. from Alaska. Oh, no. Thank you, Nancy. That is right. Hit the thumbs up if you can, guys. I see 114 of you out there. Thank you for joining us at this early hour on a Sunday. How do you like the food? I don't know, the food. We went to a restaurant yesterday for a late lunch, and we researched it. And I was super, super excited about it. And it turned out to really be kind of like maybe a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. But we did okay. But here's the funny thing. The food that we had for dinner at the Holiday Inn the night before
was better, I think.
I don't know that it was totally better, maybe just a little bit different. But it was we had a great experience eating there, for crying out loud. It was great.
Well, the restaurant we went to, it was a really cool place. It was called Cullen's Yard, and it's like you're outside and it's like someone's backyard, but then you go inside. It's just all the decor is really cool. But the food was just like,
thank you, Marty.
I don't know. Okay. I kind of gave it a 6 out of 10.
Diamond Dave, listen, I brought the drone, and I'll tell you guys a funny story. I actually went online and filled out all the proper paperwork to fly the drone here in the UK. I had visions of the Dover Castle and the White Cliffs of Dover, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I saw I was thinking of the most amazing drone footage ever. And then late afternoon, when we could have done that, 2 things were working against us. Number 1, there were clouds coming in, sprinkles were starting, the weather was starting to turn on us. And number 2, we realized when we got done with eating, we were like a 15-minute walk away from the bus stop we need to get back to Folkestone.
Otherwise,
and we just didn't have a whole lot of time.
Wait, like an extra hour or so, and we really didn't want to wait that long.
Yes. So we make a split decision choice: drone footage or potentially not getting back to our hotel.
A question: did Matthew have any pizza? Well,
he did. But yeah.
Did. Well, he had pizza at the hotel, and it was decent.
Oh, he had pizza today already.
No, on the ship, but I didn't know if they meant off the ship, before. And then he also had it on the ship today too.
Yes, and so far everything, I guess it was okay. No feedback, but we told them we need a pizza review. We haven't had any in one of those in a while. The plane flight, Big Pat, besides it was a little bit cramped and people on top of people, like I thought that I'd get on this international flight and it would be built for international travel, like a little comfier. Even though we're towards the back of the plane, we didn't spend any extra money on fancy seats.
We just had economy seats.
But I sat down in that thing, and I'm pretty sure that I got a rash on each one of my cheeks.
I did feel like their economy seats on that flight were smaller than the economy seats on just kind of one of the regular, like 747s or 757s that we usually fly.
Timothy, the castle was awesome. We really enjoyed going over there.
We could have spent a lot more time there. But we got there about 10:30, I think, in the morning. We were there quite a while, but we could have spent even longer there.
Oh no,
if we had the
we
time.
didn't get there at 10:30. We planned on trying to get a taxi at about 9:30. So we started calling around to see about getting a taxi to get us out by 10 because the castle opens at 10. And a car ride, you're only 15 minutes away from, really 15, maybe 20 minutes from Folkestone to Dover. But then when we realized there was no taxi to be had by anybody, we immediately had to go to Plan B mode. And then it took us a while to rally to get together to make it to the bus stop. We didn't get to into Dover probably till more like noon, I'm telling you, you know me, I know the time. I am a time timely man.
And then we did spend quite a time there, and they had a gift shop there, so we were in there for like almost an hour.
Well, Matthew scored so much stuff, we almost had to get more luggage. I see you, Lori Craig, Gina Bird. Hey guys, cheers to you. Gina, if you see Matt, tell him I'm drinking this beer is imported from Germany. This is a real, actual German beer. I think he would love it. Party on the Sea, what's going on? Party on the Sea commented it looks good. They did just do a dry dock on the ship not too long ago. We haven't been on it before. It looks great. I mean, it's so similar to the Spirit that we were just on.
There's that are in slightly different areas. Well, one thing we noticed is the Club O2 of the teen area is kind of switched with the Camp Ocean on the ship. Kind of switched.
And that jumped out.
Got up there with the kids. And
Sharon immediately goes right to the kids club dynamic.
Well, I'm just saying that was the first thing that we noticed different because we had to go there with the kids. So. Well,
because usually we wouldn't have to go there, but with Callie and Riley here, they are 17 and 15. So boom, they're in the kids club and they're going to be doing their thing. Crazy Cat Traveler, what's up? We flew American over here. Maybe we should have flown British Airways. I'm not sure, but that's how we got the best flight. And to give you an example of we've talked about this a lot, but we went to Minnesota first. We drove there because we wanted to drop off our dog. So we went all the way we drove 25 hours for dog sitting, and we mentioned picking up the two girls. That just worked out for us. And but then we flew to LaGuardia early in the morning, and then it took a while. So we bumped over to JFK to make our final flight out here. So we actually maneuvered two different flights to multiple airlines just to get the best deal. Yeah, the comfort level, Big Pap, for us bigger kids can definitely be a little bit of a challenge. Who is our cruise director? I don't think is it Joey?
Frankie.
It's Frankie. And how cool, actually, Sharon got an email from Frankie saying, hey, welcome, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I did.
So that's very cool. Yeah. Hello, Kathy Zoda, nice to see you. Laura from Huddle Adventures, hello. I'm just trying to jump through the chat a little bit. Did the food at McDonald's taste different? Great question, Kathy Dunn. We did end up getting off of the bus and going to McDonald's, which is about, 150 yards away. So that was funny. I don't know. I don't think it really tastes different. I don't think the kids said anything. We only had an ice cream there, so it tasted the same pretty much. Although Matthew really liked that they had a mozzarella bites. Yeah. Maybe that's their version of cheese curds there or something. I'm not really sure. Frankie and Brandy said he is a great CD. All right, we're going to name drop you guys. It was weird. They had little pre-packaged bags of like vegetables and a fruit at this McDonald's, which I've never seen that at home before. Riley got a bag of cucumbers. Yeah, like, Cucumber. Kelly Ronaldo, we see you. What's going on? Love it to see you.
Oh, David Randy said Frankie's a great CD.
Let's see. Do y'all have KTN? I don't know. KTN, Thomas, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Frankie was great on the Pride last year, said Marilyn and Dylan. That's cool. What else is out there? I love that everybody's just saying hi to each other. You guys are so awesome. Timothy Walters, Nancy said take care. Timothy, are you bailing? Do you got to get back to work? What's going on, buddy? If you do, great seeing you. We love you. And you take care. We are taking American back. Way too funny.
Yeah, well, we booked a round trip flight when we booked that because kind of oddly, but well, going international, sometimes booking a round trip does save you money because a one-way was only $100 less than a round trip flight. So if we would have booked it separately, we would have had to pay a lot more.
We are enjoying the UK. I'll tell you what, Michelle. So we mentioned earlier, today I think it actually stopped raining for the moment, but it's still very cloudy. The sun's just barely peeking out in the distance. Yesterday was unbelievable.
It was,
the weather
we were
all
hot.
the way through the day, right until the very end, like later in the afternoon, as we were just finishing our food and getting ready to make the trek back. We see some clouds come in and stuff like that. But otherwise, it was gorgeous. I even got I think I had sunburn yesterday.
Yeah, it was really warm.
Hello, Lori, Vanden Aaron. How you doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Richard, love to see you too. Daryl, I think they recently put Starlink on here. Now, we're not on the internet here. We're not on the Wi-Fi on the ship. We're just using our regular, like we're on Verizon.
Yeah,
we got the travel pass.
We haven't sailed away yet,
right now.
So we're still just on our own.
Nancy has a great question. Okay, Nancy. So tomorrow we have a sea day. The next day we're in Copenhagen. Then the next day we're going to Berlin. Then we have a sea day. Then I'll put Sharon on the spot because I forget.
Then I think, gosh, I don't have it memorized right now. I think Stockholm. Then
I think Stockholm might be later, but we have Helsinki, Finland, Estonia,
Helsinki, and Stockholm. Those three are right back to back. I just can't remember the order right now. We have another sea day. We are going to Kiel, which is also kind of not really that close, but they said
the
Hamburg.
trip is to Hamburg, but we dock in Kiel because the ship can't get right up into the of Hamburg's.
And then we
keister, so to speak.
We have a stop in Gothenburg, Sweden.
Yes. So I don't know. So it's nice because we have a sea day and then like 2 really active days. Like for instance, for Berlin, we booked a tour.
A 12-hour tour.
With Sandra's Tours. Very popular. Sandra's Tours, there's a lot of European tours. You can find them, I guess, in the U.S. as well. But so everything we're doing is outside of the cruise ship. So it's going to be very adventurous for us.
We booked, I think, 3 tours.
3 through Sandra's Tours.
And all the others we're doing on our own.
But like that tour to Berlin, it's going to be a 2.5-hour bus ride just from the port to Berlin. Then we get off and take a 6-hour tour. Then we got to jack butt all the way back to the ship. But we're through Sandra's, and it's reputable, and we have no fear, no issues with getting back on time. And there's a few that we're doing on our own, including was it Sweden going to Stockholm? We are docking in Nymasham, it's called, or something like that, South Sweden, and then we're going up north about 45-minute train ride to Stockholm.
So we're going to take a train there, and I think the biggest challenge is our day when we stop in Kiel. We want to go to Hamburg, so we're taking a train on our own to Hamburg, and we're going to go to the
in Hamburg.
The museum.
Miniature Wonderland.
The
Miniature Wonderland.
And then we're gonna.
I'm very psyched about that.
Yeah, sightsee a little bit and head out back. But it's kind of tricky because we have to make that train ride back. If we don't make that train ride back, there's not another train in time to get us back. And it's like I think it's like about is it a 2-hour or hour and a half train ride or something back? So
yes. What, from Kiel?
Yeah.
Well, that one's an hour with a little bit of walking. It's a 10-minute bus ride coupled with an hour train ride.
So we have to be on point with our time on that day.
Nancy, just a few folks have come up and said, actually one person recognized me first. And they looked at Sharon and said, "Who's that chick?" I said, "That's Sharon." They were all about Jimmy. Let's see. Oh, Timothy's saying he's still here. Oh my God, Timothy, we hope you're doing well, dude. We don't even have the details. Can you send me the info if you want to talk about it? Let us know what's going on. But otherwise, hope you're feeling better soon, bro. Party of the Sea says he's going to book on February 24th. Hey, listen, this ship is great. We're loving it so far. Everything's been fabulous. Mustard drill, piece of cake. We already did the mustard like announcements. They did it right as we were setting up, so we're not going to get blasted with anything. And now we're just chilling, and the captain just announced that instead of leaving at 5, we're going to leave at 6.
Yeah, the sail away party is at 5. And but now they're sailing at 6. So
Larry Thomas, thank you, dude, for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Says, hello, Sharon, Jamie, and SASD crew. So glad you made it to Europe. Hope you have a great cruise, and everybody, let's keep cruising. All right, Larry, we're going to keep cruising. Let's see. For boarding without taking clothes off. What? It only rains twice a week, once for 4 days and then for 3 days. Thank you, Thomas, for the info. I'm getting that feeling for sure. I'm getting that feeling. Gina, I am. I feel, well, I've had like a little bit of a cough. I don't know if it's like ever since Seattle.
Once again, very good afternoon, everyone.
There's Frankie.
Here, your cruise director. Let you know it's time to start making your way right now to the Lido deck number 9 as we're getting ready for our sail away party, which kicks off in just about 15 minutes time, folks, right at 5 o'clock. Join myself and the entire entertainment team as we set the tone to start this cruise, all on the right foot with myself, the entire entertainment team, and of course DJ Scoot. Deck number 9 midship. We will see you there.
No announcements have so far just been in English. But most of the people, I mean, we've had a few people that we've heard that had a British like accent on board.
Yes.
But most of the people are from the U.S.
On the ship, I'm hearing more U.S. Of course, off the ship, here in the U.K., everything was just English with the accent and all that. But the challenge will be getting it to all these different ports, and every port has different languages. So it's going to be wild. And we got our currency, right? We bought pounds for being in the U.K. We got euros for a number of the places we're going to, but 2 different places, Denmark and Sweden. Took Danish krona and Swedish kroners, if I'm saying that right, krona. So we did our thing. We got in touch with the bank. We bought the money, had it shipped and everything. So we're loaded for all that. So we're ready for anything. Thank you, Nancy. We hope it's amazing. We're going to see we're going to put a combination of a great family cruise, try to get some good video to put together a couple good vlogs to show. We still haven't even dipped into a lot of the Seattle stuff that we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so
we're going to try to catch up with that a little bit if we can here on the ship.
Yeah, we do have 4 sea days, so probably a couple of those. I think you're planning to edit the rest of the Seattle videos and get those out so that when we get home we can start on these.
You're right, Bonavie. It's Hamburg.
Yeah.
I should know that. My dad was literally born in Hamburg. We don't need a visa to cruise out of the UK. We just have our passports, and that's it. And I'll tell you what, when we got into
everything's been
when we got into Heathrow, we had heard horror stories about. Well, first there were so many cancellations and flight mess-ups, and we were so lucky that we didn't have any issues with our flights at all.
We were just happy our flight wasn't canceled.
And Sharon and I thought that we were going to get into Heathrow and probably have like an hour and a half wait to get through immigration and customs and everything.
We hear that a lot, and it really just depends. I guess it can be hit or miss. We walked off the plane. We walked right through, and like literally within 10 minutes, we were at the baggage claim, grabbed our bags, and walked right outside to get our ride.
Well, so the funny thing was we planned our ride.
Oh, yeah. Actually, our ride wasn't there yet.
Yes.
We walked out, but our ride wasn't there. We had to call them and see if they could come earlier because we had thought, it would be a little later.
We planned our ride to get there about 2 hours after our flight landed. We figured give us a little delay time if that happens, give us time to get off the ship, hit the can, get through customs immigration. We got out and it was like an hour and 30 minutes until our ride would be there. So luckily I called the place and they said, yeah, we can have them there in about 15.
Yeah, but it's not always like that. So we got really lucky there.
What's going on, Cruise and Koozies? How are you doing? Lindsay and Mike, good to see you guys. Big birthday celebration for Mr. Koosgaard there. I hope you had a blast.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, Desiree Hall, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. Thank you. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do you want to cover, Sharon, really quick? I know in a couple minutes we're going to break away here. We want to come on for about 30 minutes and say hi. We miss you guys. And then we got to get ready to go on the
we have to
go do the sail away party.
We're going to go get the kids in a couple minutes here for the sail away because they want to
We got to wake them up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so now they're having the sail away party at 5. but then we won't sail away till about 6.
And they want to go check out the sail away part.
That's right, Hall. We are on Carnival Pride, one of the Spirit class ships. Older, smaller ship, but we're really digging the vibe here. Yep, Larry Thomas. Oh, Larry says, yeah, we were there in May. Are you sure it was only May? Like May, June, July for you, Larry? KTN is is TSA pre-check.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have TSA pre-check. We've been trying to get it, but we
keep
haven't yet. We've actually had pretty good luck. We didn't really have a wait at the airport either.
No, we got to Minnesota and the line was like a mile long, but it flew through. And actually,
it didn't take long.
In both places, they had the dogs out. They were walking us past the dogs.
Saving a lot of time now because you don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take anything out of your bag at the airport or do anything. So the line goes really quickly, and you throw your stuff up on there, go through, and you're out of there. So, but we had that happen at all of the airports, and it was everything ran really quickly.
P said, "What's the drinking age on this ship?" Well, it's 21, but I bet you. I mean, listen, Matthew's 18. If we got him a beer or wine or something, I don't think anybody would care.
You can drink, I think, at 18, like beer and wine with parental consent, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's technically 21.
Of course, when we get off the ship, I'm pretty sure in Europe the drinking age is like 14.
Well,
yeah. If you're
off the ship,
keep an eye on the girls.
In any place, it can be different when you're off the ship.
Keep an eye on the girls. So that's everything that we got going on here. Besides me with my cough. And thank you, Gina. Listen, I feel fine. It's just something that's driving me crazy a little bit. What are you going to do? The weather's crazy. Flying out here, the travel, the drive, it just kicked my butt. Especially after that amazing group cruise that we had with the ship show in Seattle. We're barely recovered from that dang thing. For crying out loud. So we're going to do our best to get our energy up. Again, tomorrow is a sea day to just veg out, relax. Although Matthew does have high hopes of hitting it big on roulette. So we may be doing that a little bit later tonight after dinner. He's gone from pizza reviews to roulette reviews. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun, and hopefully the girls go out. Again, we've got Callie with us. Obviously you've seen her with us, and she would have cruised with us in Seattle, but she was out visiting her grandparents on the East Coast, and she met up with her sister Riley, who is in Minnesota, and they went out to the East Coast together. And then so we grabbed Riley and we said, "You're coming with us this time." And 2 guest stars. I mean, you can't forget that they're here. Your sister Terry is here. And your mom, the matriarch of the family, is with us. The woman's 88 years old, and she walked through Dover yesterday like a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm limping more than she was at the end of the damn thing. So jet lag is a killer. You're right, Danella. Let's see. Richard said, "Great advice, Jamie." Hold on, wait. Did I give advice? Sometimes I say things I don't even know it. Yes, Debbie Range, what's going on, girl? We can't wait to share everything. Drink a few more German beers to get rid of that cough. Actually, I was going to have a little bit of the Buffalo Trace. I thought that might soothe the savage beast here. But that might do the trick too. Hot tea with honey. Cindy Huber, lovely to see you. Cindy Huber coming in hot with an intelligent comment. We don't need that here, Cindy. We're gonna burn this cough away with whiskey and wine and wildness. Thomas, thank you very much. I had to do something different with the beer. Try something different. And since my buddy Matt Bird turned me on to a little, not a true IPA, but something with a little more beef, a little more meat and potatoes to it. Or should I say it's got a little more bangers and mash built into it here. So that is delicious. It is wonderful, Michelle, right? That your mom could come?
Yeah. She was really looking forward to it. She's like, "This will be my last cruise."
Oh my God! Don't say that, Sharon.
No, that's what she said. But I'm just saying,
we don't need any of that morbid thought stuff here on the live stream.
It's such a far cruise. I'm sure she can go on another one.
It is a big,
but maybe not one this far away.
Well, there's 4 generations of her family here on this cruise. As a matter of fact, it was funny earlier. She said she wanted to get a generational photo with all the family, and I'm like, so does that mean you don't want me in the picture? Because I'm not part of that generation. I'm not in the bloodline. Outrageous. She's already kicking me out of the group photo. Sarah Hudd's going to be on Carnival Pride 10th of September. Listen, make your taxi arrangements, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. I got on the Uber app, and there was no Uber. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's no Uber here. Oh my God, GNS Travelers, you
Aw.
guys are amazing with the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Gabe, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you guys again on a
Yeah,
cruise ship.
Can't wait to see you again.
We partied like rock stars with those guys on, what was it, the Celebration?
Yeah.
And the group cruise. Haven't seen them since. We got to get together. The bangers are awesome. It is going to be a lovely vacation for the family and for us. And it's real, like, part of it's like a total veg out vacation. But part of it with the whole family, it gets here with such an effort.
What's that facade that they
It's
have
a little bit
fun
tricky.
fetty cake on the side of the. They had what was it called? Not funfetti.
There was, well, you already got into the cake a little, didn't you?
Yeah, they have.
How'd you know Sharon was already dipping into the cakes, guys? Do you have a
it's
secret
not called
camera on us?
funfetti, but on the ship they have one. But it's a cake and it looks like funfetti cake.
Yeah. It's funfetti-esque. How does that sound? How's that for a no answer? Thank you, Beauty. Oh, Beauty and the Bum Travelers coming in hot says I gave you a thumbs up. Larry, we appreciate that, bro. We love you. And wish all of our friends were here partying with us and having a good time. But at the same time, if they were here, I'd probably be, I don't know, I'd probably be jumping in this pool right now. There's Betty. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully we get some vlogs out there to you. Well, we still have a lot of stuff from Seattle to put out. So there's 3 or 4 more videos from that going, including the Lido Olympics video, which is going to be off the chisel. What's up, Betty Moonshine? And then we got to start doing some stuff here. You know, we definitely vlogged our trip to Dover Castle and our experience on the bus and stuff yesterday. So that was a lot of fun. And today, Embarkation Day, we'll have a video for that. Hopefully a couple more things from some of these European cities. Share some of that experience with you guys and show you how to get around. It does look like the Serenity on Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. Before we get out of here, let me just give you guys a look over the wall. Over the wall. We're not in Berlin, are we? We'll give you a look at the town, at the city real quick before we get out of here.
Oh, no, it stopped raining.
Nah, it's not really raining. All right, so let's take a little walk and then we're going to wrap this thing up. How's that sound? Because we got to show you what's going on around here. You okay?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for you to get up.
Oh, you're waiting for me. I'm waiting for you.
So lovely. Sharon was waiting for me, and I was waiting for her. Okay, let me turn this thing around here, and we'll show you guys what's going on, because you know we got to walk a little bit.
It's cold out here today.
Oh, it's not that cold. Oh, there's the bar. All right, here's your hardworking folks. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's see. They do have the buffalo trays, so that's kind of cool. Want to take a look over here? Let's go. Serenity pool out here. It is heated, so that's kind of nice.
Let me go see if it's heated.
All right, Sharon's going to check if it's heated. Hope she remembers she's got a mic on. We don't want a hot mic situation. Let me try not to slip here on the wet ground. All right, yep, so you got the Serenity chairs and stuff right there. All right.
Just to update, I don't know, I wouldn't call it heated, although it is a little more room temperature. It's not like ice cold, but it's not as warm as the Serenity pool on the Spirit. That was warmer.
All right, so check it out. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but way in the distance is land, and that's actually France over there. This is the English Channel, this body of water right here. Down here is the port, and looks like they're done bringing people in for the most part. It is pretty quiet down there. I think we've already passed time to board, so that's the deal there. Waterworks right up there, if you're into that. It's a little chipper, but I guarantee somewhere there's a 9-year-old kid that's jumping in a pool, because those kids are outrageous and they're wild and they don't care if it's freezing cold or not. They're gonna have their fun. Okay, now let's see if we can go this way and find a little spot over here to show you. It never rains in the spa. What's up, Aspen ATC? I see you there. All right, we're just making our way. We're walking gingerly. All right, so this view is going to be pretty awesome over here. All right, number one, you got the port and the port town right over here. That's right, Brian said our kids will swim in 40-degree water. All right, fort down there. All right, then as you go over here, if you can see out there, that is the Dover Castle, right there on the mountain. Excuse me. And then if you look farther over here, have you ever heard of the White Cliffs of Dover? Way out there, you're going to see the White Cliffs of Dover. a couple of these are ferries that go back and forth across the water to France or other destinations.
There's a lighthouse up there.
Well, these are little lighthouses here just at the entry. There is a lighthouse way, I think it's like way out there, almost on the other side of the cliffs there. But the White Cliffs of Dover are awesome. And it was fantastic. So we were up at that Dover Castle right up there yesterday. And then we walked all the way down into the city. And then we found a restaurant right behind these buildings right over here. It was amazing. And we just had a great time. Uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh, coming in hot.
Oh.
So that's the deal, guys, and that's everything. We got to go catch up with the family.
Yeah.
It's almost time for sail away.
Where are you? Go to sail away.
We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for the super chats. That's awesome. Yes, it is Calais on the other side, right? France. You're right about that. And we're gonna catch up with you soon. We're gonna try to see how the internet is on the ship as far as like Monday nights go. Not sure if tomorrow night will be live or not. So we'll see what happens. Probably not, but maybe later in the week we'll jump in and then be live again next Monday. It's a 12-day cruise. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, so it's been amazing. Thank you for joining us. We love you guys, and we'll have the vlogs for you, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and thank you for everything. We appreciate that.
And we will keep putting some pictures and little video clips out and update you on what we're up to.
That's right. Pam, that's 5 o'clock. It is drink time. And if you ask Larry Bum, it's drink time anytime, so it's not a big deal. You guys are the bomb. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being here, and until next time.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Peace out. See if I can turn this thing off. Thank you, guys. Thank you.